Welcome back to our last video of 6 in personal selling, closing the sale and following up. How does an effective salesperson close the sale and establish a relationship with the customer? Closing the sale is obtaining positive agreement from the customer to buy. All your efforts up to this point of the sale have involved helping your customers making buying decisions. To close a sale, salespeople need to recognize when a customer is ready to buy. Sometimes it's so natural that the customer closes the sale for you. In many situations, however, the customer waits for the salesperson to close the sale. Timing of the close is essential. Some customers are ready to buy sooner than other customers. Therefore, you must be flexible. You might show a customer a product and almost immediately detect an opportunity to close the sale. Other times, you may spend an hour with the customer and still find that they are having difficulty making a decision. You should never feel pressured to complete an entire sales presentation just because you planned it that way. The key to closing the sale is customer readiness. Customer readiness means the indications a customer has to indicate readiness to buy. Suggestions might be holding a merchandise and smiling or commenting to imply ownership. These are all indications that you may be ready to close the sale. Another option may be to do a trial close, and this is an initial effort to close a sale. Trial closes are beneficial for 2 reasons. For one, if the trial close does not work, you still learn from the attempt. Customers most likely tell you why they're not ready to commit to the buying situation. But on the other hand, if the trial close does work, you will reach your goal of closing the sale. In both cases, you are in an excellent position to continue with the sales process. For closing, there's a few general rules. First, you want to recognize closing opportunities. And these are going to be through an effective sales presentation that the customer realizes that this is a product that they have to have. Dramatic presentations often prove important selling points and excite the customer about owning the product. Take advantage of high customer interest at these times and attempt to close. Also, if a customer has a wide variety of product in front of them, help narrow down those customers' decisions. Stop showing them additional merchandise and narrow down their selections. Also, creating an ownership mentality. This is when you use words such as you and your. When presenting selling points, you want to use those you and yours by explaining selling points that help customers visualize themselves owning those products. Your selling points become more personal and therefore more effective in helping customers develop an ownership mentality. But also, you don't want to talk too much and don't want to rush. Be patient, polite, and always helpful. Customer satisfaction is always your primary concern. Attempt to close a sale as soon as you recognize a buying signal. Your method for doing this depends upon the selling situation. Certain selling situations warrant the use of specialized methods, including witch close, standing room only, direct, and service close methods. The witch close is a closing method that encourages a customer to make a decision between 2 items. If you follow the tips for closing a sale, you will remove unwanted items, bring the selection down to 2. Compare the selling points of each of those items, and then ask the customer, which one do you prefer? This method makes it easier for a customer because only one simple decision must be made. The standing room only close is a method used when a product is in a short supply or when the price will be going up in the near future. This close should only be used when the situation honestly calls for it because it may be perceived as a high-pressure tactic. The direct close is a method in which you ask for the sale. You would use the direct method when buying signal is very strong. In retail situations, you might simply just ask a question regarding payment, such as how would you like to pay for this purchase? Cash, check, or credit card? Sometimes you may run into an obstacle or instances that require special services to close that sale. The service close is a method in which you explain those additional items that your store offers to overcome obstacles or problems. Such services might include gift wrapping, a good return policy, special sales arrangements, meaning special sales going on at the time, warranties and guarantees, even bonuses or premiums that the customer might receive when buying this particular product. You might want to explain the store's return policy when a customer hesitates, but seems to be willing to make a purchase anyway. This is an especially good idea when a customer is purchasing the item as a gift for someone else. Do not assume that every sales presentation should end in a sale. Even the best salespeople can sell to only a fraction of their customers. Experienced salespeople capitalize on defeat and come away with an unsuccessful selling experience with something to show for it. A customer who does not make a purchase is still a prospect for future business. Be alert to what purchases today's non-buyer make in the future. One popular misconception about selling is that salespeople are born, not made. It is true that effective salespeople possess certain behavioral characteristics. These characteristics include confidence, problem-solving, abilities, honesty, and sincere desire to be helpful. However, success in selling is the result of training, apprenticeship, and experience. Learning one's products and how to handle various situations comes with experience and hard work, so maintain positive attitude. Maintaining and building a clientele is crucial for future sales. The actual sale is just the beginning of a relationship with the customer. To keep customers, it is important to make a good impression, get to know your customers, and provide excellent customer service. One significant part of this process is suggestive selling. Suggestive selling is additional goods or services to the customer. It involves selling other items to customers that will ultimately save time and money or make the original purchase more appreciated. It is important that the sales process because it helps improve customer satisfaction and it increases sales for the business. Some rules for suggestive selling is use after the customer's commitment to buy, but before payment. Best time to suggest those additional add-ons. Make recommendations from customer's point of view and give the reasons why you think it would be a great add-on. Make that suggestion definite. Make sure that it works and why it works. Show the customer the item, and make a suggestion positive. 3 types of suggestive closing methods are cross-selling, upselling, and calling attention to special sales opportunities. Suggesting related merchandise, also known as cross-selling, increases the use of enjoyment of the customer's original purchase. Cross-selling is probably the easiest suggestion selling method. The related merchandise can be a good or a service, such as a tie to go with the button-down shirt. Suggesting a large quantity is often referred to as upselling. This method works in retail settings when selling inexpensive items or when savings in money or time and convenience are involved, when a customer could get a buy one get one, or when they buy a certain amount, they get an additional item for free. Salespeople are also obligated to call attention to special sales opportunities to their customers. In retail sales, routinely inform your customer of the new arrival of new merchandise. You could comment on a special sale for the day or any special bonuses that may be going on with additional purchases. Even though you've suggested an additional add-on, doesn't mean the sale is over. There's a great process to finishing that sale. These are your after-sale activities. You want to make sure that you help them with the order processing, if that means bagging the product or helping them in the payment processing. Also, when that customer leaves, you want to make sure you shake their hand, thank them, and reassure or discuss any special care or instructions they may need to be aware of the product. Reaffirm their purchase. If the customer needed something shipped, you want to make sure you follow up on that order fulfillment, making sure that the packaging and the shipping have been sent off appropriately. And then always follow up. Make arrangements to follow through on all promises made to the customer, either through a phone call or even sending a thank you note. Remember that customer service. Make sure the customer is 100% satisfied. Additional after-sales activities to continue to build that customer relationship is keeping a client file. Take notes on your customer, such as sizes, preferences, and keep on hand for future reference. Also, evaluate your sales efforts. Take a look at yourself and see what you could have done to improve. Consider the strong and the weak points of your performance. What were the strong points? What could you have improved on? And what would you do differently next time? Always makes you a better salesperson. Remember, in customer relationship management, you have to follow up. Opportunities to do that might be through technology to track customers and purchases. Always maintain contact with your customers. You can do that through sending newsletters or creating clubs or follow-up phone calls or emails. Also develop customer loyalty by keeping customers informed and utilizing those reward programs, always wanting to make sure they're aware of any special sales that might be happening in the near future. Use each customer as an opportunity to build your future sales. Personal selling is a very lucrative profession. Good luck!